All right, guys, we are on. It is Monday, April 10th. Hopefully each of you guys had an amazing Easter with your family. Hopefully you guys got to spend some great time with the family, whether or not you celebrate Easter. I just feel it's a great Sunday to get people together, have some food, have some sweets, see the kids, run around and have some fun. That's what it represents to me. And so hopefully you guys had an amazing, amazing weekend. So guys, I'm coming to you alive, excited, full of energy, and as always, full of gratitude that I get to live another day in this beautiful thing that we call life. And so what I wanted to do is I'm going to turn it over to somebody, as always, to bring us out on the field. Me and this person have been doing a lot of work lately together, and I'm going to call on Maria Dominguez. Maria Dominguez lights up my soul every time she speaks, and so I'm excited to have you here, Maria. Maria has been dedicated, focused on her goals, focused on her conversations, and her business is showing the results in it. So Maria, I want you to take the mic, get everyone up, shake everyone up, get everyone's cameras on, and let's have you, our firecracker, bring us out on the field on this beautiful, beautiful Monday morning. So go ahead and take yourself off of mute, and let's hear from you, Maria Dominguez. You got it?
I love it. You are so funny. Thank you so much. So first of all, I want everybody just to kind of like shake it. You know, Mondays are hard. So like shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Because Elias ate too much. Some of us drank too much, not me. And Mondays are hard for some people, right? Well, today I was walking my dog and I saw this duck with this little ducklets, and they were walking, and I was like, oh, that is so cute. And it reminded me of new beginnings. Like, no matter what's going on in your life, every day is a new beginning. Well, actually, every minute's a new beginning, because you could switch things up in a hot second. So no matter how your week went last week, or how your quarter went last quarter, today is a new day. Today is the beginning of a new week. Let's shake off all that juju, as we say in my culture. You know what I mean? Just get rid of all that, and go into this new week fired up, ready to go. And let's go get some business. There is business to be had if you can go out and get it. Have a great day. Bye, guys.
Awesome. You guys, this is what I love about it. I mean, obviously, I didn't talk to Maria this morning. I had no idea what she was going to say. I didn't know her camera was going to be on, but you guys, I couldn't believe in that more. I couldn't connect with that more. So Maria, thank you for high levels of energy. Thank you guys for all being here, spending a little bit of your time with us. If you're a guest today, first time here, or if you are coming back, it's been a minute. Good to see you, and regardless of where you're at and what stage of the game you're at, I'm super glad that you're spending some time with us. So let's go full tilt. So I'll quote today, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I thought it was powerful, and it says this: what lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. Oftentimes we look at all the things that happen and the daunting path ahead and all these things, but I'll tell you what, everything that we need is right here. We don't need anything else. It's all right within us. Sometimes we need some reminders, and sometimes we need people to shake us up a little bit, but everything that you need lies right in this beautiful vessel. So I wanted to remind you guys of that. It's a quote from Oliver Wendell Holmes, so I thought I would share that with you. So I want to have a quick question or a quick conversation with you guys, and I want this to be a full stream of consciousness. I want you to write some notes. I'm also going to have you guys do a little bit of homework, and the homework's going to be simply in Slack, and you guys updating a few things. And this is for you guys to see how you're doing, as well as to support your brothers and sisters' goals for this week. So I had a couple questions for you. Anybody can answer this, because I think everyone will have a different vantage point on these questions. So I want to ask you guys, tell me this: what does accountability look like for you? Because that looks vastly different from how it looks for Rico, how it looks for Heidi, how it looks for Anna Mai. That looks a little bit different. So the first question is, tell me what accountability looks like for you. What works? Right? And this helps me to better help you guys, better serve you, better show up for you, be a better organizer, be a better moderator. And I love that people's hands are already going up. So stay with me. So first off, tell me what accountability looks like for you. What works? What do you need more of? Right? What do you need more of? And when I say that, what do you need more of personally, meaning internally? And then also, what do you need more of externally? And I'll give you an example. Maybe internally, you need to make sure that your coffee is set and ready to go at 5:30 a.m. It is set. You make sure that your gym shoes are right by your bed. So as soon as you get up, gym shoes on, you're up, you're ready to go. You make sure that your car is full of gas in the morning. So no matter what, when you're going somewhere, you're not stressed out. You dropped off the kids and oh my God, now I got to get gas. And now you know what? I'm already frantic. I'm already frantic because I got to get gas and I'm probably going to run a little bit late. Right. So when I say that personally, what do you need more of? Is it a daily checklist? When I got my real estate license, you guys, I had a note on my ceiling. So imagine this, every morning I got up, it was a message on my ceiling. People thought I was crazy, but it was a constant reminder of me needing that personal accountability. So I looked at that every single morning like I was crazy. And then that same message was in my bathroom. So what do you need internally, personally? And then also, what do you need externally? Is there someone, is there somebody that can show up for you? If you are that person that says, you know what, hey, Carmen, I just need you to call me. Can you be my accountability homie? Because I guess what? If you said you wanted to work out more and Carmen says, all right, I'm going to honk in front of your house tomorrow at 6:30, you better be ready. You better be ready, right? So the questions are rooted in, what does accountability look like for you? Everyone's a little bit different. What works for you? Like if you could really look back and say, what has worked for me? What do you need more of? Personally, internally, and then externally. I want to have this conversation because this will better help me serve you. And then we might be able to align personal accountability homies from this call. So I want to start the conversation out there, full stream of consciousness. So raise your hand, get involved in this conversation. I think I saw a hand go up. Was that you, Jess? All right, so Jess is going to start us out. Carmen's going to go second. And if you guys want to chime in on this conversation, throw your hand up. George, thank you, big dog. So Jess, hit us with it. What does accountability look like for you? What works? What do you need more of personally as well as externally? Let's go.
Accountability for me, and I think it's just because of how I'm wired. I do need the direct, like harsh, let's just get to it. I don't need you to sugarcoat shit. Accountability for me is put up or shut up. If you have a goal to hit 50 clients and you don't, then I'm going to put up some money that's going to hurt me. And if I lose it, that was my bad. So as an example, accountability that I used to have with the last brokerage I was with, I called him my Westie. He was my work best friend. And we knew how to get shit done. And I would put up money. I think it was like 500 was like the last place we were. And if I didn't hit my goal for that week, I had to send $500 to a person that I didn't like or an organization that I despised.
Ooh.
And yeah, you better believe I never not hit my goal. But that's the kind of stuff where it's not like, oh, well, you didn't do it. It's okay. Next week is that. No, a lot of us are not at that point anymore. We got to set goals and hit them. So that's the type of accountability I like. I don't know if anyone else is down for that, but I will definitely hold you accountable, just like I need you to hold me accountable. Because if we are accountability buddies and we're not holding each other to a standard, what are we really doing? We're enabling each other. That's not cool. And none of us are going to make money that way. My internal stuff that I think that I would love to be more consistent at is, I know every morning my eyes usually open at about 7:15. I would love to, on my own, start waking up closer to 7 o'clock. So by 7:15, I'm a little bit more awake. My teeth are brushed, my shower's done, and I'm kind of like ready to face the day. So having a morning routine that I follow no matter what. That would also include meditation and gratitude. So I think, did that answer your question for the kind of—
Yeah, totally. Totally. And if you were to say, I want more of this externally, meaning coming from others, what would that look like?
I would love to find someone, like, I know I have an aggressive ass personality. That's just how I am. I would love to find someone that is equally yoked, that is willing to be like, you know what? I'll take on that challenge.
I'm sure looking around this screen and the different pages, there's some aggressive ass personalities on this call right now. So if that is you, maybe you guys reach out, but absolutely love this. 7:15, I would feel like I'm sleeping in. But Jess, I wasn't always there. I can give you my advice on what's worked for me, but 7:15, I would feel like I'm truly sleeping in, like I've missed an hour and a half worth of my day. So Jess, really good stuff. I love this. Carmen Hernandez, let's go to you, Southern California, and then we'll go to George. And you guys, please put your hand up. And if you've never spoke before, your insight, your input, and your thoughts are super, super important. So don't be shy. Throw your hand up, throw the emoji up, and let's get involved in this conversation. Carmen Hernandez, hit us.
Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm super grateful to be here this Monday morning. Perfect opportunity to start the week off right, around positive people, because you are your tribe, right? You attract your tribe, your vibe, whatever. Anyway, so I wanted to just share that this week I'm like literally just ironically coming into this meeting and you talking about this is accountability. So one of my really good friends, Steffi, who's also on the team, and my sister who works with me, are now holding each other accountable. Like I sent them last night my schedule and I said, look, bitches, I'm gonna be from this time to this time doing this, and from this time to this time doing this, and we're gonna touch base throughout the day, and I'm gonna let you know if I did it or not. And if I didn't do it, I want you to give me shit. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you, because I'm the type of person that's like, I don't like to be told that, you know, I should have done something when I said I was gonna do something. I want to be about it. So I told them, look, straight up, call me out if I'm not doing it. And I'm kind of different with, I mean, I probably should use the other girl's approach. I'm sorry if I didn't catch your name, the last person.
Jess.
Jess. So I agree that like, yeah, it hurts to like have something taken away or, you know, pay the penalty for not doing what you said you were going to do. But for me, it's like, I want reward. So I told them, look, my goal is to, you know, do this and reach a certain amount of deals by the end of the month. And if I hit those things, then I'm going to Costa Rica with you guys in July, because we're all planning to go and there's like this big trip and I really want to go, you guys. So I'm already putting it out there, but I also know that I ain't going to sit on my ass and it's going to come to me. Like people ain't just going to call me. Like I have to be out here hitting these doors. I have to be out here making the calls, and I know what I need to do. So again, just holding myself accountable to the things I say I'm going to do. And yeah, putting it out there. Like today, it's a new day. Again, perfect opportunity to start fresh and hold yourself accountable to the shit that you said you're going to do. Because again, no one's going to gift it to you. You're not going to wake up and people are going to call you and want to work with you. You got to get out here and let them know who the fuck you are and what you're here to do. So that's all about that.
Woo! Look at the sentiment. I love this. I love
Yes.
this. And I love that you said, you know what, I want to go on this vacation. If I'm not going to step up and do the things that I'm supposed to be doing, then I don't even deserve to go on this trip at all. So I love that. I love that reward part of it. So really, really good stuff. Let's go to George. George, my man, camera on. Let's hear your contribution, big dog. Are you in your robe? You're looking so good, bro.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've totally just woke up right before the meeting. I didn't sleep through my alarms, but I'm here.
This is late. Yeah, this is late for you. I texted you at 6 o'clock in the morning and I thought that he'd be up.
Yeah, no, it is late for me, but I made it. I'm actually doing laundry, making a protein shake right now. So, what's it called? Honestly, as Jess was talking, I was like, damn, I think I might have found my accountability buddy. Because honestly, like John Cheplack said when we went to Fast Forward, was you thrive in chaos. And not only that, but I love the way that he really just laid it out on people, is that like, you do this not to be freaking babysat. We're all adults. We're all entrepreneurs. We're all business owners. We all are left a 9-to-5 job because obviously we wanted to like make our own schedule. So you have to find a way to hold yourself accountable and you have to be real with yourself, because I have this saying, and excuse my language, if you're not fucking me, feeding me, or financing me, your opinion doesn't matter. But at the same time, one of the things is that like, I want someone to tell me like harshly what I'm not doing right, and to get off my ass and put in the work, because at the end of the day, like it should be on me. I shouldn't have to have anyone hold me accountable. But if they're going to like lay it on me real, just like when I worked at Yelp and they would have us role play with each other and people would go easy on each other, like, oh no, it's fine. Yeah, I'll get to yelp.com. Like, no, like that's not what's really going to happen to us out there in the real world when we're getting questions thrown at us randomly in a listing appointment because we didn't know the answer. Like, no, when you're role playing with your accountability partner, like go hard on each other, like fucking make each other like fumble your words, because if you're going to get in front of people, like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, oh no, sweet. Yeah, I'm going to sign your listing agreement at 6%. Like, no, fucking learn, practice with your accountability partner, like have somebody hold you accountable, because at the end of the day, like, are you going to really reach your full potential just walking on eggshells and telling yourself like, damn, I had a goal of hitting 10 calls today. Oh no, you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna go golfing instead. Like, I mean, if you guys see me, like, hold my ass accountable if I say I'm gonna do something, and vice versa, because we're here to grow and thrive together. So yeah, let me stop talking.
No, George, and I love this. And you know what? Find the people in your circle, in your world, that are going to have tough conversations with you. And I promise you, if you're around me long enough, you're probably going to have a tough conversation with me. George, tell us about a conversation I had with you months back that pissed you off.
Oh yeah, I literally, my pipeline was dead, and I like was down in the trenches emotionally about it. And I came to you and I was like, hey Elias, like, shit, like my pipeline's dead. Like, I'm kind of freaking out. I feel like I need to look for a job. Like, is there any way you could help me out with, like, maybe me doing some part-time work for the team, or something like that? And you kind of were like, yeah, you know what, I'll talk to Kenny. And you're like, but you could do it, like, in telling me, like, I could do this. Like, am I door knocking? Am I cold calling? And I was like, well, no, I don't like those don't work for me. And you're like, well, are you fucking doing them or what? And I was like, no. Like, so I felt, you called me out, and I didn't like it in that moment. And that's why I felt the way that I felt. And I was pissed at you. And I know you were like, you know what, like, I'll talk to Kenny. And in my head, I'm like, this asshole's not going to talk to Kenny. Like, he's for sure not going to talk to him. He's fucking lying to me right now. But honestly, that was what I needed in that moment. And I didn't know that I needed it. And like, yeah, it did piss me off. And I felt shitty because that was my own insecurity in the moment. But you were telling me exactly what I needed to hear. And after that, I felt like I started to pop off more, because even though it was tough love, it's exactly the way that my learning style is.
And here was the conversation. Kenny, we have no internal positions available right now. Okay, good. Yeah, we have none. That was actually the conversation. I knew the answer to it, but I wanted to make sure I iterated it. But this is also pre what George has been doing on social media, right? You've seen this emergence of George's brand over the last 6-9 months. And I remember a time where he was still a little gun shy about actually making videos. And he's really, really built his brand, and he's actually getting notoriety from people in this industry. And I'm super, super glad that you're going to be a Play Bigger. I think that's a great stage for you to be there in that room. So good stuff. Let's continue this conversation. George, I appreciate your contributions at a high level. Dana, who actually was referred by George, is here. She has her hand up. Dana, let's hear from you. Same series of questions. And if you guys are just tuning in and you want to chime in on this conversation, here was the line of questioning. Tell me what accountability looks like for you, what works, what do you need more of personally, internally, and then what do you need more of externally? And let's have that conversation. Dana, if you can, throw your camera on with your contributions. I don't care how you look. Let's just go ahead and throw your camera on.
Okay, can you hear me okay?
I can, I just can't see you yet.
Okay, you know, I'm working off my phone because I'm driving, so I'm not sure
Okay.
how to
Hey,
turn on my
listen,
camera.
if you're driving, you get a pass, but go ahead, let's hit it.
Okay, perfect. So for me, holding myself accountable is waking up every day and doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which is, you know, first thing is hop into that shower. That's like the first thing, and then making my bed. That sets my day. But externally, what I have been doing is coming into the office, and I haven't been with the team very long, but just coming into the office and being around the energy of like Kirsten's been in the office and Jess has been in the office, and it's really to George's point, I need people around me that will just like to call me on my shit, just be like, you need to do that. So what I've thought about doing is actually taking a picture of my schedule and just sending it to whoever I'm going to have as my accountability partner and be like, look, this is my schedule. Like, I need to get through these things by the end of the day, and you can give me shit at the end of the day if I'm not done with it, because I will be giving myself shit.
I love this. I love this, Dana. You guys, let's pause for a quick second. And Dana, thank you for being here. She's she's brand new to the team. And she's already chiming in on group coaching. So I appreciate your sentiment. If you guys want some accountability right now and you have received the Fast Pass, there is weekly things that you guys need to be completing in order to feel like you are moving through that, and in order for you to get access to company generated leads. Because listen, I will not give anybody on this call, and I love you, a single company generated lead if you have not completed the Fast Pass and if you have not done all those items. And one of the things on the Fast Pass, Dana, is to share your calendar with me and share your goals with me. So if you guys need some help on that, if you guys need a revamp on that, you guys need to know what's on that. I'm going to create a video by the end of the day. Judith is going to send that out. But if you guys are uncertain about the Fast Pass, I promise you that is going to be one of the best ways to put that accountability into your calendar. And it's a great way to have some fun with it. Like, all right, Amy, you're my accountability person. Tiger, you and I, we're going to get together and we're going to knock out this fast pass. It's also going to give me an opportunity to get some leads. And so that will supplement the times where maybe I'm a little bit slower. Let's at least get your phone ringing. So you guys, fast pass can cure a lot of the ailments. And I want to share with you the sentiment next. And I'm glad that you said this, Dana. I want you guys to ask yourself right now, and write it on your notes, write it on your phone, wherever. Tell me right now, it's the brand new week. It's Monday. Tell me, how much prospecting time do you have scheduled in your week right now? Dana, I'm going to have you mute yourself really quick because I'm getting some background noise. So I want you guys to ask yourself that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share something with you really quick. So I want you guys to look at your calendar right now. And you guys, I always share this because I believe in transparency, but I want you to look at your week right now. Let's call the red and the yellow, these are my prospecting times, meaning that this is my income producing activities. This is time spent with agents coaching one-on-one. This is group sessions, as well as recruiting sessions. That is my highest and best use of my time. And that is my income producing activities. That's what keeps me in my position. That's what keeps me growing. And that keeps me giving back to you guys and growing and spreading the big word of this company. So my question to each of you, seeing as it's Monday, you should have probably done some unpacking about this last night and kind of gone in on this, but tell me, or tell yourself or write it down, how much prospecting time do you have scheduled into your calendar already for this week? Throw those numbers down below if you can. If your number is 0, if your number is 2, I don't care what it is. If it's low, raise it. If it's high, congratulations. If you are clear as to how much time you're going to spend out there finding new opportunities to get appointments, I want to congratulate you. It is Monday morning. We're at 8:57 in the morning. There should be no reason that you don't know how much time you are going to spend prospecting to build your business this week. There should be none. So spend that time right now. Joellen, 12. Lovepreet, 8 or 10. Maria, 8. Romel, Jennifer Angel, 15, Lisette, 10, Tony, Carmen, 15, Jess, I love this, you guys. So keep it coming. These things should already be scheduled into your calendar. You guys should already know what's happening. You guys should already have gone into this week saying, okay, I'm fresh, I'm ready to go. I know exactly what I'm going to accomplish. Next question for you guys. And I love questions because it makes you guys think. What is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish today? Just take me through that. What is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish today? I'll share with you an example of mine. I need to fine tune a little bit of our tracking. I need to review certain numbers for our competition that we're announcing tomorrow. That is for your guys' March Madness. Second most challenging thing that I'll face today is doing an audit of all CC numbers and our entire review of Q1 for our senior leadership meeting this afternoon. So those are the hardest things that I need to accomplish today. What are the hardest things that you need to accomplish today alone? Oftentimes what we do is we say, I'm gonna do that hard thing later on in the afternoon. I'm gonna do that later on in the afternoon. And we tend to put that off and put that off. Whatever you guys have to accomplish, that is the most hardest thing for you guys to do. As soon as you're done with this call today, you have some energy, you have some excitement, you've heard from some great people. I want you to dive right into that hardest thing. Appointment with my CPA. Yeah, that's a hard appointment for a lot of us, especially if we are not paying our taxes quarterly. We won't get into that whole conversation, but what is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish today? And what is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish this week? Maybe this week is making sure that you have 25 conversations. Maria, how many conversations do you have to have this week in order to stay track on your goal?
Mine's 25. It's 5 a day.
25. Last week she hit 26. Her business reflects that she is ahead of schedule and she's doing all the right things. So what is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish today? What is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish this week? And last question for you guys. What can potentially stand in your way? Is it procrastination? Is it doubt? Is it fear? Is it not time blocking? Is it unorganization? Is it my children? What is the thing that could potentially stand in your way and be able to see it and be able to get in front of it? Let's go through this one more time. What is the hardest thing that you need accomplished just today? What is the hardest thing that you need accomplished this week? And then lastly, what can potentially stand in my way? Today, getting Kenny's follow-up boss. Hey, bro, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. We're going through some deep dives into company stuff. And so we're doing some really, really big stuff behind the scenes. So on that one, does anyone want to share before we go on to the next topic? What's the hardest thing you need to accomplish today, this week, and what's going to potentially stand in your way? Anybody want to share with us? Going once, going twice, and please do not be shy.
Mastering your calendar.
Say that one more time.
Mastering your calendar. Putting it on your calendar is not enough if you're not going to follow your calendar.
Okay, so is this the hardest thing for you to accomplish today or for this week?
Both.
Okay, all right, and what stands in your way and what could potentially stand in your way?
Myself.
Cool. Is there anything that we can do, I can do to help you and better support you other than saying, Jess, get your shit together and don't stand in your way?
Well, I've already reached out to George to see how we can get in front of each other. I'm a proactive queen, okay? But yeah, I've already reached out to George to see how we can get in front of each other twice a week. I don't even know where he lives, but I see him in Hayward and Fremont, and Hayward's the office that I'm.
If you look out the Hayward window and you look up on the mountainside, that's where his house is actually. That's
nice.
literally where his house is. All right, cool. So I appreciate that, Jess. Let's get 2 more people, you guys. Feel free to just take yourself off of mute or raise your hand. What is the hardest thing that you need to accomplish today? What's the hardest thing you need to accomplish this week? And what can potentially stand in your way? All right, Joellen, I'm just going to have you, and then Chris, I'm going to have you speak about this as well. Joellen, you wrote something, speak about it out loud. Let's hear from you.
Getting enough protein in every day, getting to the gym by 6 a.m. I got my business down, but I'm neglecting to eat, properly, right? Because we're on the go, on the phone. So I just need to make sure I get in all my protein and get into the gym, because then the rest is just gonna be even better.
All right, since starting your gym journey, how many weeks ago was that? 3 or 4 weeks?
It was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, how many times have you been to the gym?
Well, actually, this will be the 3rd week. Last week, I kind of lagged because of spring break. Because of the
Okay. No excuses. How many times?
I know. It was 6 times, I think.
6 times. All right.
Yeah.
So there's people on this call that are in the gym every single day. Maybe that's the person that you need. I don't know about you. For you guys, if you don't know like the amount of protein that you should be intaking for amount of times you're working out and what your body is, eating up for calories, probably have that conversation. There's some people in here that have been working out quite a bit, Joelle. And so I love that you said that your business is at a good place where you want it to be. It's growing. You're doing all the right things, but this is what you need to work on. I love that. I love that. You guys, let me ask you a question. How many people put this secondary sometimes to their business? Is that okay? You need to change that shit up. It all starts right here. It all starts right here. Because if this isn't good, then the business is going to be good for a short amount of time, but you know what can happen? I can get burned out, and I don't want that for you. And I want your biceps to be huge, Joellen. So I want that for you. All right. Yes. Yes. I want that. All right, cool. 2 more people. I got Lizette up, and then Elisa. I think Elisa's hand was up. So Elisa, let's hear from you. And then Lizette will go right over to you. And anybody else that has some contributions, please raise your hand up, get yourself in the queue. Let's go, Elisa.
For me is to stay focused during my meetings. I have a few meetings this week, and I always get distracted and my meetings go way too long, even though I put it in my calendar for an hour, for example. So like tomorrow I have back-to-back meetings with people that want to partner with me in the community, but I always get sidetracked. So I'm going to start putting reminders maybe in my phone, and I'm like, I need to jump to my next meeting or something like that. But my meetings go way too long.
Yeah, so you have to be very protective with that. And so Elisa, I'd love to talk more about that, but I only have a limited amount of time. We have 7 minutes left. So if we can't wrap this up, we're gonna have to table this conversation for our next meeting. Is that okay with you? Wonderful. So let's go. So you have to be the orchestrator of whatever event that you're at, because you naturally want to talk, you're building rapport. But then what happens if you're late for the next one? It throws your whole entire day up. You guys, it's rare that we'll maybe sometimes go 1 or 2 minutes off, or over, but these meetings have to be to a certain time frame, no matter what. So maybe practice, make some notes, talk it out loud. So you could say, how much time does it actually, it's kind of like doing a keynote. They say you have 20 minutes to do this presentation on stage. Okay, I can't go over 20 minutes because there's a timer down below and there's another person coming up. So what I have to do is I have to time and say, how quick can I say this part of it? And then being able to control that. You know what, Mitch, I would love to have that conversation, but we only have a limited amount of time and I don't want to go off the track. So let's come back to that for another meeting. Is that cool? So what have you done? You've controlled that conversation. So Elisa, I love that. I love that. So being able to control that time frame that those appointments are set in. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good.
Thank you.
And what's one thing you feel stands in your way? Is it your heart? Because you just feel so good about that conversation, like you don't want to say no, I have to cut it off. You don't want to feel like an ass.
Exactly. I feel like, okay, we're having a good time. We're connecting. I don't want to cut it off and maybe lose track, or, I want to connect with people and just stay there. But maybe I'll set up also an alarm, like, oh yeah, it's time for me to go, and I have an agenda, take notes with me. Yeah.
Yeah. People respect it. I promise you. People respect, hey, Otis, I'd love to talk more about that, but I can't. I have another meeting right at 9:30, but let's bring it back to the topic at hand. People will respect that. They do. So you have to be able to control that room. So good job. I love this. Lisette, let's hear from you. Then we'll go Sydney, Mitch, and Amy.
Yes, good morning, team. Okay, so my hardest thing for today is my kids are still last day of spring break. I am grateful to be working on an offer, so I have to do some research for that offer. And then I want to figure out my High Note IO, because I just absolutely love the presentation that goes with submitting an offer through High Note IO. And since my kids are home and have a birthday party from 11 to 4, this presents a little bit of a challenge. So that's my challenge for today. My challenge for the week, honestly, is getting organized. So my kids are different ages and they're both actively playing 2 sports right now. And honestly, that has been overwhelming me, is like getting my personal life organized, not just my professional life. So that has been a goal. Like, okay, I need actual things, calendars, schedules, things in front of me to help me get organized with the boys, because that's also affecting my professional life as well. So that's my overall weekly challenge. And what's going to prevent me from that is myself, honestly, myself. And number 2 is not getting all the things I need to get organized. But thank you for Amazon.com, because that was actually my first task this morning.
I love this. I want to encourage you to follow a couple amazing women leaders in our business, and also they are sports moms. So Raquel Quinnett is our business coach. She has 2 boys that are in traveling sports right now, runs a coaching company, runs a large team, and runs in-person events. And so someone that you could probably DM, and I'm sure she would respond to you. Another lady, her name is Kellyanne Harris. I just spoke at her event in in Nashville. Such a powerful person in our space. I think that you guys would connect really, really well with Lisette. She has boys that are in traveling baseball, and she's running 6 companies as well as a consulting company. And so lean to those people. I'm sure they can give you a little bit of advice on how they're managing it all. But I appreciate you being open and sharing with us, because that's a challenge. I know what it's like. I have a boy in T-ball right now. And so my calendar, his T-ball practices are on the calendar. And then the games are on Saturday, it's on the calendar. So Lisette, I love it. And way to be able to identify it and speak about it. Now just do whatever you need to do to take care of it. And we're here for support. I love it, Lisette. Love it. Sydney, I know you're driving. Let's hear from you. Then we'll go Mitch, Amy, and then Otis.
Hi guys, so me and my partner are having our first time home buying event on Thursday, and I am like freaking out a little bit because, well, I do horrible at presenting in front of like a big group, and I'm trying to like do a PowerPoint and everything, but I'm just like worried about if I have enough information to give out to all the people that are going to be there, because my main purpose for this first time home buying event is for everybody to join and to leave with an open mind and a good understanding of first time home buying is actually simpler than you think. So I think the first thing that's standing in my way is definitely fear. And I just wanted to be good.
All right, so Sydney, I'm going to stop you for a quick second. You said 2 words that you need to throw out of your entire vernacular and never say them again. You said, I'm horrible. No, rather, you know what? I have tremendous value to give this room, and I'm going to pour out my heart and my mind into this room. And I'm going to make sure that I deliver at the highest level, because that's what these people deserve, right? And when you think about all your slides, don't overdo it. 85% of every single slide that you will see in a presentation, people will forget within the first hour of leaving that session. They don't give a shit about all the things that you know until they know that you care and why you care about them. Ladies and gentlemen, I brought you here today because I truly believe in the power of home ownership and what can it do for your families. So what I want to do today is I want to educate you and I want to advocate for you on all the things that you need to know about purchasing a home and here in Albuquerque. I'm also going to open up my playbook and answer any questions. So while we're here today, you guys, you have me as a resource and as an advocate, and let's go right into it. You don't have to have crazy amount of slides if your value is tremendous. So Sydney, if you need any help, if you want to send me your slide deck for review, I don't mind going over that with you. I'll also tell you, scrap that, scrap that, scrap that. But listen, walk in there and believe that you are great at presenting information to human beings. Don't say that you're horrible, because this is all part of what you do. You've been doing presentations, you've done buyer's consultations, you put people through contract. So now you're just doing it in a group forum. So go in there and have some fun with it. Practice, 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 and go out there and deliver value to them. That's all they need. And they need to know that you care, right? They need to know that you care, Sydney. So if you need help with any of that, I have some expertise in that, so feel free to lean to me. I can help you with that, but that's my sentiment. Anybody else want to share sentiment with Sydney? Because when people say I'm horrible, that's self-defeating language. Boo-boo.
Our inner dialogue matters so much, and I'm sure you're freaking awesome. I'm sure you're awesome.
That's right. That's right. Look, Jess doesn't even know you, but she says she's sure you're awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're here. You're a high achiever. You're here to learn, to listen, to apply. You're already doing the right thing. So good stuff to you. Mitch, let's go to Amy and then we'll end with Otis. Let's go, Mitch. Thank you, Sydney.
Good morning, everybody. Great to be here. As always, I love my Mondays. Most people don't look forward to Mondays. I have this to look forward to, so my Mondays always start off really good. Sydney, I also struggle with negative voice, but I've been working on it for months, and it's a constant effort. Stay with it. You are fantastic. Just keep telling yourself that. I have to tell myself that all the time, right? You're not alone, honey. Yeah, this week is going to be a tough one for me. I've been letting things slack. My confidence has kind of fallen off, but I spent this weekend doing some reading. Saw Elias on some of his videos with holding up books and in front of a bookcase, and so I'm reading a little more than I used to. And so recently I blew up my iPhone. I was in Canada and I dropped it and the motherboard fried. And being in Canada, I really couldn't do much about it because my service wasn't up there. So try going 3 days without a phone, people. It's like being in the Stone Age. So I've been going back and forth. I came back and I went to a Samsung because that's what I came from originally. Yeah, big mistake. I met up with Chris and Sophia Barcenas. Accidentally, I was returning some signs. I was at the Sacramento office. And I was talking about getting everything set up on High Note. And Chris showed me what Sophie had done for him and how it's working. And they're both on iPhone and they offered to help. And so I'm going to take them up on this help this week sometime. But so I went and got an iPhone. I turned it in, buyer's remorse. And so that's my thing today. I'm going to get everything downloaded. I'm going to get set up. And someone said calendar. It's the technology's over my head. I've got to figure out how to color code it, and I've got to do a better job of filling it in.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Just so I understand, your hardest challenge for the day is getting your phone back and running. I understand that challenge.
Yeah.
There is no technical anything about a calendar. I don't care if it's red, blue, yellow, green, purple. I don't care if you have a color at all. That's just mine. All right. I have that so I can understand which is Kenny's, what is mine, what is company related. So forget all the colors. The calendar is not technical. It is literally like you're flipping the calendar and it's like you're printing out what exactly is happening on every single day. Stop thinking the calendar is overcomplicated and just simplify it. Look at your priorities. Let's do this. What are my priorities in my business this week? What is the highest and best use of my time? And what are my income producing activities? I'm just going to put those on my calendar first, right? And just start there. No need to overcomplicate it. Simplicity is the key to duplication. All you do is say, there's some white spots. I need to prospect. I need to go to the office. I need to do this, and I'm going to shoot some content. Perfect. And I'm going to do that tomorrow too. Simplistic. You look at mine to most minds looks chaotic, but not to mine. All right. This is over time. So Mitch, simplify it, bro. Simplify it.
Yeah, and that's what I need.
The calendar should never be a reason why you are not taking action. Just say, you know what, today I'm going to sit down, I'm going to write it out, and I'm going to put it in my calendar, and it's that simple. I don't care about the colors. I don't care about anything else. I'm just going to create some simple reminders of what I'm going to be doing with my time this week. Write your priorities, highest and best use of your time.
Right here today.
On your calendar.
Yep, right here today.
Love it. I love it, brother. And I'm here for support if you need anything.
Thanks, sir.
Awesome, brother. Amy Delgado, and then we'll go to Otis, and then Rico, you're gonna bring us home, big dog.
So my biggest challenge for the day is Follow Up Boss. I did tutorials this weekend to learn how to use it. And now I've got to go in there and kind of tweak my contacts. That's a big one. The scariest thing for me this week, I've decided to door knock. And since I'm planting seeds in my community, I actually just ordered these little packets of seeds and some envelopes. I'm going to put some packets of seeds in an envelope and a business card, and I'm going to go introduce myself to my community because I'm planting seeds in my community.
Cute. But I love that.
It scares the shit out of me because I don't like to be told no, just like the rest of us. So,
listen, if you don't like to be told no, then don't be in sales, right?
I know, right?
And here's the thing, and I'm not meaning this to be harsh. I'm meaning that's a reality that we accept being in this game, right? We have to be okay with it. Like, no, it's okay. Next person. Well, no, okay, you slam the door. Fuck you. Okay, going to the next person. We have to accept that and be okay with that because that is part of the game, and that's what we signed up for. That's what we signed up for. Maybe I should just turn it around and make it kind of think of it as funny if I get the door slammed in my face. Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, because here's the thing, Amy, we're not for everybody. Somebody is not going to like you, right? But it's okay because all we can control is how do we respond to these things that happen to us. That's the one thing that each of you, you know what, I'm excited right now, you guys. That's the one thing that you guys have the control over. They might say this, they might say this, they might not say, get out of my neighborhood. Have a wonderful day, Tom. Don't think I can help you, and you move on. You could either let that scare you, live in trepidation, or you could say, you know what? I'm out here serving a purpose. And my purpose is to add value to my community. And maybe they didn't see that today, but I'm going to go to the next person. All we can do is control how we react to the things that happen to us. That's our power. That's our power. Nobody can take that from you. And if you want some help, I'm sure there's people on this call today that will be down to hit the street with you and go knock on some doors. I promise you.
I've never done it, so I'm a little intimidated.
Let's give Amy some light and some love on her journey to go out door knocking this week. Amy, what I want you to do is I want you to print up or just have the PDF copy, digital form of the sales mastery booklet. It is in Slack. You are going to find some of the best door knocking scripts out there, and don't just word for word. Start rehearsing those things, role play through it with a buddy, and then go out there to where it's actually natural and you have some flow, some really good questions to ask. But I love the thought of you going out and planting seeds in your business, helping them plant for spring. It's a really great time for that campaign. So Amy, way to step out of your comfort zone and do something that's going to grow your business and take action this week. Love it.
Thank you.
Let's hear from you, big dog.
Mine's has to be reflection and forgiveness. I had spent the better part of 4 years, followed out with my best friend who I used to do celebrity journalism with, TV and radio and podcast. Although you guys have been seeing my stuff as of late now, it's with my family, my cousins. But with Alberto Burns, me and him, good 8 years, 10 years running around here in the Bay Area doing things. And my ego wouldn't allow me to forgive him, even though it was some things that him and another person did over money wise, but full force now with business going good, and wanting to take my marketing and my promotion to the next level. Time has been weighing on my heart to forgive him. And this person and me have made so many relationships, so many moments. And past week I went back and my heart was full. It was right after the rain stopped. It was that day where the clouds were just completely like beautiful. And I was driving to the Fairfield office on my way to see Melissa. And I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna text him. Main reason being point is there's gonna be people in your life, real estate and non-real estate involved, but could mesh better together if you allow that place in your heart to come from just love. With that, I gained my black book back. So doing events is something I really wanted to do. I wanted to capitalize the space right there at headquarters. I'm thinking about doing a evening with Stanley Cox, who you probably know him better as Mr. Fab. And just some other things, you know, that black book being opened, going to the Giants thing, and a few other things is going to help my promotional stuff go on with my marketing. So being able to forgive one person opened up a lot of things to new relationships. I met someone else who is going to be hosting an event with 700 families who I plan on doing a no render left behind and / first time home buyers event. So just, you know, sometimes you just need to reflect, forgive people if it's forgivable, and you never know what you gain off of forgiving and reflecting. So this week, I'll be looking into more people that I can forgive and I can, you know, reconcile with, because it's only going to make me better as a person, and it can open up more doors, which I never know are going to lead to. So I just wanted to.
I love this. I mean, powerful, powerful message, Otis. I had a conversation with a really good friend a couple months back. And I told this person, it shouldn't be this hard for me to have a friendship with you. You either want to be my friend or you don't want to be my friend, but I'm sick of this back and forth and you have a choice. And ever since that conversation, we have become way tighter, like way tighter. So Otis, I appreciate that sentiment. Appreciate you sharing that. Rico, let's go to you, big dog. What's the hardest thing that you need to accomplish today, this week, and what potentially could stand in your way? Rico, let's hear from you.
Yeah, thanks for that, Otis. I'm actually going through that right now. A good friend that is like my brother. We had a falling out probably 5 years ago, and this guy just consistently has been messaging me for the last few years. And he messaged me last week, and I was just like, you know what? Like, how much longer am I just gonna hold on to this? You know what I mean? Like we have our differences, and I know the situations I'm not gonna put myself in with that person, but I also know their heart deep down. So I really respect you sharing that. I'm going to just be speaking to the choir. What the hardest thing I need to do is organization, structure. I don't have any problem with spontaneity, but structure is something that I have a problem with setting sometimes, and delineating time towards certain tasks and whatnot. The hardest thing I have to do this week is write 20 sphere of influence letters, and then when I get back into town, give them out so I can get this fast pass class stuff, you know, keep it going, keep it rolling, keep the momentum popping. And the thing that's really holding me back is, you know, I've been meditating for the last 10 years. I've been meditating on acceptance, right? And, you know, accepting the moment, but that's good, but there's also negatives to it, because it's like, what do I not accept, right? Like I can't accept like living paycheck to paycheck and my kids not having what I think they deserve. You know what I mean? Like, and also what's holding me back is like this thinker, like identifying with the thinker as who I am. Like, I'm not just my thoughts, right? Like I'm not limited to just what I think. So I've been doing a lot of subconscious work, like going deep into like the hardware of my mind and kind of resetting it. And like real estate agents, we learn a script. So it's like relearn what script you want to write in your own mind. Like what subtitles do you want to pop up? You know, what subtitles do you want to have automatically pop into your mind after you keep working on it? So that's been my thing lately.
Wow. Powerful, bro. I mean, we've had glimpses of Rico, but I love what I'm hearing today. You guys, You think about how many people raised their hand and got involved in this conversation today. I'm moved. This was a really, really, really powerful session. So you guys, I want you guys to take another step with me. And I'm going to go back to my crazy calendar for you guys really quick. So here's what I want you guys to do. I've already set this up. I've already queued this. I'm going to press send right now. In the coaching and training video library, Slack channel, what I want you guys to do is I want you to write in there what your goals for this week are and what your clear intention is. What you do is just respond to this, and you respond here, reply in thread. Try not to separate this message. I want everyone to go in here. Once again, it's in coaching and training videos. Go in there, and if you're a non-team member, it's okay. You can do this on your own. Share that with somebody that you know. Go in there, and I want you guys to write in there, type in there, what is your goal for this week and what is your clear intention for this week? I appreciate your guys' thoughts, but now I want this to be in a place where next week, when we come back to this conversation, I might go through this, like, all right, Mitch, you said that this was your goal for the week. This is your intention. Were you able to hit it? No. In the realm of possibility, were you able to hit that, Mitch? Yes. What stood in your way? This, and that. Do you want to recommit, or do you want to set new goals for this week? I want to do this every single Monday with you guys. We've done this in the past. It has a lot of depth. So go ahead and start us out. Put that in there. That way we can see that. Also, commit to your daily tracking on CSU, you guys. Our adoption of CSU has gone up. I'm doing an actual report on this today. Me and Kenny are doing this, but I want you guys to get very, very clear on where you are heading. Maria is a clear example of somebody that has leaned into this program. Cynthia, Eric King, I can go on, Joe Ellen, many names that have used this as a benefit to look at their business and say, how well am I doing, or how well am I not doing? So if you guys can, don't just commit to me, commit to yourself to throw your goals into Slack. That way we can all see each other, we can support each other, and we can make sure that we're helping one another. If there was somebody that on the call today spoke to something that you needed to hear, or maybe spoke of a strength that maybe is not a strength for you, I want to encourage you guys to lean out to that person. I want to encourage you guys to reach out to that person and say, hey, you want to get together for some coffee? You want to go have noodles? You want to hang out? You want to talk about our business and accountability? I would love to connect with you a little bit further, or let's hop on a Zoom call if you guys aren't in the same markets. I want you guys to do that. So put your goals into Slack. Track in Sisu every single day. That way you can reward yourself, or you can have that conversation with yourself to say, you know what? I'm not living up to my word. I'm not living up to the things that I told myself were important. Let's go there. Let's have that conversation. Let's make sure that we are holding ourselves ruthlessly personal accountable, you guys. If you cannot tell, I'm fired up today. I'm excited. I'm stoked on life. I want you guys to reflect today, and I want you to call one person. I saw some really heartbreaking news on Instagram yesterday, as well as the day before. And this life is so short, and it is so fleeting, and it really breaks my heart. And I don't want to go there and have that conversation. But what I want to say to you guys is call somebody today. Just tell them that you love them. Tell them that you love them. They may need to hear from you, or it may just need to be the call that they didn't know that they needed. So I appreciate everyone's thoughts today. Everyone, I told you guys asked me to say, hey, can we raise the level on this? Can we get more involved? Can we get more people on? And I promised you that I would take shit up a notch. And so thank you for all of your contributions. I'm going to give you guys a quick reminder. For Wednesday, we always have a high-level conversation about the market. This Wednesday, we're having Min Nguyen as our guest speaker. You guys have seen him on social media. You know who he is. This dude is the guru when it comes to all things the market. We're going to answer a couple questions. The new inflation report just came out, and we're also going to have the conversation about this thing that you're seeing about the 40-year mortgage. We're actually having a conversation about that. And is that true? Is that not? And how can somebody achieve that status of the 40-year mortgage or something like that? And what are some of the new programs that may be available now that the DREAM program is on pause? And if so, when are those funds gonna come available? So it's gonna be a full conversation. Well, here's what I want you to do, is I want you to tell somebody that may not be on our team, like, yo, I got this event. It is called Keep It Moving Group Coaching. I want you to be my guest. We have Min Nguyen on, and share this environment with people, you guys. This is a great way for you to bring people into our environment. It's not about, hey, you should join EXP and let me EXP on you. No, We have this group, we have this collective, we have this movement that we have created, and I just want to bring you into our circle. Men to Win, coming live and direct, 8:30 Monday or Wednesday morning. Make sure to spread the word. I'll get the social media post out so you guys can see that, share that, and repost it. But you guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for an amazing session. Thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing. Thank you for having your cameras on. And as always, you guys, keep it moving towards your dreams, goals, and vision, and go out there and absolutely crush your week. Peace.